welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Alina Kozawa here. Thank you so much for joining me today on this wonderful Tuesday evening. I hope you're all having a great day so far. Let's just jump into the news. We have quite a bit today. Let's just jump in and see what goes on, okay? All right, first piece of news. Are you guys ready? Are you hyped? Let's go.
Just to give you some context, the female presenting Nijisanji fans are now trying to reframe the word Nijisisters and use it as a slur to cancel FalseEyeD by trying to associate it with a derogatory term. This post I'm about to read is an example.
Okay, so this one, I have to edit a little bit just because it has some not nice words in it. But, okay, so this is essentially a zoom in of the screenshot. It says, yep, they only added the sisters suffix because they also don't like women. Image is spoilered, extremely hateful, and potentially triggering 4K LAN post that is common sentiment of that poop hole. Only posting it as an example of what the term really means when they call you that.
The phrase they're referring to is Nijisisters.
So essentially, long story short, I'm not sure if you guys know who FalseEyeD is, but FalseEyeD is a VTuber who reports on Vtuber News, and essentially the Nijisisters are kind of going after him. So the thing is, I'm not sure why the term Nijisisters is considered offensive. Sisters is pretty much like a sisterhood, so it's a little confusing why that is not a nice statement, because, you know, like a sisterhood that has been around for like ever. Find sisterhood. Relationship between sisters, an association, society, or community of women linked by a common interest, religion, or trade. So the Nijisisters are, you know, female presenting fans who are fans of the male Nijisanji members. So anyway, so that's kind of what's going on with the Nijisisters. So we're gonna keep reading some comments. Didn't they themselves make a Discord channel named Nijisisters? Here, I hate to be the unfortunate bearer of bad news, but the term was in use years before the current events have occurred. In fairness, 4chan always knew Nijisanji was not a nice company. This person said, this is an old copy pasta that used to spam threads. It's like taking the Navy SEAL or I met this celebrity at the grocery store copy pasta seriously. Of course, in 4chan fashion, it has some things that are not nice because that is how people talk over there. That is the ongoing dispute with the word Nijisisters. I don't fully agree. I think that the sister and sisterhood has been around since like the dawn of time, so I don't really know why this is offensive. But that yeah, so that is the story of the day. So they are, yeah, essentially they're going after FalseEyeD for the use of this word, which personally I don't believe it's a bad word, because I think sisterhood is a wonderful thing. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think the word Nijisister is a bad word? Let me know. Okay, so this is a Nijisanji EN Super Chat earnings as of January 1st to April 7, 2024. Okay, I want you to see something very interesting here, okay? So their #1 performer, do you see who this is? Pomu Rainpuff, who is no longer with Niji, as you can see here, February, March, and April. Yeah, there was no streams because Pomu has moved on. But yeah, January. Okay, so January was the graduation stream here. Do you see 99K? Holy moly! So, okay, so just to kind of put this into perspective here, guys. This is the part that kind of hurts, right? Because okay, so Pomu graduated, right? And everyone was very, very generous in the graduation stream. However, Niji's the big winner here, unfortunately, because they take a humongous chunk. So if you want to support Pomu, make sure to support her in her PL. That's where it's gonna count the most. Like, okay, so let me just kind of put this out there as a thought experiment to everyone. Okay, so like graduation streams. By hosting a graduation stream, you're kind of giving the company a little bit like of a, you know, like here's one last, you know, influx of cash, right? But at the same time, it's a little bit confusing because like, this is like a persona that you fell in love with, right? And for you to not have a graduation stream, it feels like a little bit like of lost, like of no closure, right? So it's kind of confusing whether or not you should have a graduation stream. Because on one hand, at the end of the day, you want to keep your fans happy because your fans are the people that you do it for. But on the other hand, it's kind of like a little bit icky because essentially you're helping the the corporation get one last income stream. You know, it's a little bit confusing. But anyways, let me know what your thoughts are. Are you pro graduation or anti-graduation? Let me know in the comments. But anyways, if you scroll down a little bit, what's interesting is you'll see here Vox and Alira, they haven't streamed since February because February was the was the black video, remember? So you can see kind of here and here, you know, a little bit, you know, lacking. but yeah, interesting. You see like a lot of people here. Some people aren't with Niji anymore. It's just very telling. It's very telling for sure. So let's go down to the, oh, sorry, 1 second, hold on. Who the heck SC'd the official channel for 12 bucks? I know, right? I was thinking that too. I'm like, why? How did, okay, yeah, I think it was just for lulz. I feel like someone just did that for lulz. I hope some of them have other jobs. There's no way this is sustainable for them. Oh, goodness. Someone says, I didn't realize Scarl made that much, even despite Niji's scandals. Kinda can see why it seems she won't leave soon, though I have my hope she realizes the company is not worth it. Anyways, okay, here's the next piece of news here. All right, so on to our next piece of news. This is an interesting one. Please take this into account. This is Nijisanji's official EN Twitter. One would think before posting, you would I don't know, put it through a spell check or something. But anyways, this is a post from Nijisanji, and this is the Niji EN MK battle results. Thanks everyone for watching Nijisanji EN Mario Kart special battle event. Congratulations to the red team on their victory. Post your thoughts using hashtag Niji EN MK battle. Do you see anything here? I'll give you a minute to maybe look it over. Do you see anything? That's right, everyone. It says congratulations. How do you spell this wrong? How? Oh my goodness. You'd think that people would have looked this over before posting. Anyways, the comments are gold. I'll show you. I can't believe this is a publicly traded company. Oh my goodness. Negligible dislike ratio. Oh man, that's a high amount of dislikes. Wow. That's 8K likes to almost 4K dislikes. Oof. Congratulations. Further evidence your management is garbage. For the love of God, stop hiring high school and college students for minimum wage. Hire actual professionals with proper wages. Yeah, no kidding. So when I think of that word, I automatically think of this amazing AVGN clip.
What? What?
Congratulations. You have completed a great game and proved the justice of our culture. Now go and rest our heroes. That's exactly what I thought. Amazing. I can't believe how crazy. That's Niji for you. 0 days without a screw up. Like absolutely ridiculous. It's like every day, guys. Every day Niji's just getting so much worse. And like they just keep stumbling and it's embarrassing. And it's just like this company just sucks all around. They just suck all around. It's ridiculous. Next, we have, this is from the Kurosanji subreddit, and it says the NDF, so the Nijisanji Defense Force, that's what the NDF is. The NDF tried to cancel me. This is what I have to say to them. Okay, and this is posted by AJ Shell 1 on the Kurosanji subreddit. It says, so Matara's Discord server has a bot in the live chat channel, like most Hololive and Niji fan Discords. I was pretty active in it, and this was my way of showing my appreciation towards Matara, my Kami Oshi. She noticed me after watching her a lot, and 2 days ago she offered to pay me to create official timestamps for the podcast that will end up in the description. I agree. Then yesterday evening I did something very stupid. I replied to Luca's merch announcement tweet with this. I encourage anyone considering to buy this merch to read Raziel's document with an open mind. I mean, that sounds pretty fair. This was stupid, because any hate directed towards me now ends up involving her. Uh-oh. I could have jeopardized not only her, but her community. This is why I regretted it and why I deleted my reply a few minutes later. But I was too late. The NDF had started passing around screenshots of my Twitter and Reddit among their usual circles on Twitter. I won't share links here, but believe me, I saw them. For the sake of my own mental health, I haven't looked at what they're claiming about me, only that they're demanding that Mata fires me. Okay, so some of the things I have to say. It seems like nothing bad. I mean, like, I feel everybody knows about this document. But okay, let's continue. So things I have to say. Number one, I know that NDF members are looking at my post history on Twitter and Reddit. I have a message to these people. I don't hate you. I only feel sorry for you. You're so blinded by hate that you can no longer see the human behind the screen. That's fair. I hope you can all get some help and realize how much you're hurting other people. I understand why Raziel didn't say anything until now, and what Sayu and Nina had to endure. This is why I'm saying I don't want anyone to harass the people who went after me. I don't want them to go through what I did. Okay. Number two. Even though I hate Any Color as a company, I'm probably one of the most liver positive people here. I've stuck my neck out to defend people when I thought that people were being unjustly harsh to them, including Luca. So let it be known that the NDF will attack you no matter where you stand. If you don't toe the party line, you're dead to them. Despite this, I don't hate any of the livers. I dislike the actions of several, but I don't hate any. Number three, I do not just hate Niji as a company. I have made my displeasure towards V-Reverie, Aiko Air, and VNU well known, and I have done my best to support the former talents of these companies. 4. I do not want to be a figurehead of any anti-Niji crusade. I just want to go back to normal and be left alone. You will get more happiness with supporting your Oshi than hating on someone else. I don't want to hate anyone. Closing remarks. Thank you to all my friends who were there when I was in a dark place. They have kept me sane. Thank you to all the kind strangers who confronted the NDF while I was just blocking and ignoring. And thank you, Matara, for everything. And then thread has been locked. Okay, interesting. Okay, interesting. Okay, ooh, this is a big comment. This is the exact thing throwaways and alts are for. When you're dealing with genuinely obsessive or malicious people, they do whatever they can to hurt you, including lying about you, exaggerating, taking statements out of context, or otherwise robbing you of opportunities. You either have to be willing to lose that for your cause, or you have to take steps to prevent what you have. Now, I genuinely hope none of us are willing to throw away our jobs and work opportunities for our favorite livers. Even if what the company is doing is wrong, a boycott isn't worth losing opportunities over. Some people are willing to make sacrifices like that over politics, civil rights, wars, and religion, but boycotting an entertainment company isn't worth such extreme sacrifices. So the next best thing is to protect what you have. And the best way to protect yourself online is to prevent people from knowing what you have. In other words, alts and throwaways. It might seem cowardly, but you wouldn't wear your work badge or your work name tag to a protest that might get televised. That's a good point. Don't use a main account connected to online opportunities to protest. And if you're going to use your main, don't say anything you wouldn't mind a stalker, doxer, swatter knowing about you. This opportunity to take part in Matara's community is a perfect example. The same way that Mod got in trouble in JP for harassing Suisse, you wouldn't want an unhinged NDF member knowing you're trying to integrate into the VTuber sphere. The clout from having taken part in the protest is not worth the risk of getting attacked and harassed by the NDF. It is a hard lesson learned why alts and throwaways are important and being careful about what you say online. Yes, this is true. This is this is a very, very good point here. This is Internet Safety 101. I mean, we all kind of need to do a better job of being safe on the internet. But this is this is definitely a good point. Okay, this is the frustrating part, right? Because at your core, you know, your people are I would like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. People are genuinely good people, right? Sometimes other people have bad intentions and can use your personal information against you, right? So yeah, definitely it's a hard lesson to learn on the internet, right? That you have to protect yourself a little bit more. It does kind of suck though, because you're like, well, you know, like you're hoping that everyone's a good person, right? You're hoping that everyone's kind, and that's not always the case. So yeah, this is good advice, but it's also a little bit like sad, right? Because like you want to be truthful. You want to be like, this is me and I like this and blah, blah, blah. And I don't stand for injustices like this. But yeah, I can see it's a good point. It's just sad. It's just sad that we have to resort to alts and stuff like that. Follow up to the NDF try to cancel me. This is what I have to say to them, or you can't get me canceled if I quit. There's the original post here. First of all, bad news. I was replaced by a person that Mata is already close to and has on her production support team. This contains a clip from Mata's stream where she mentioned this. However, I have to say one thing to any of the NDF members who might be reading this. You didn't win. I wasn't fired. I quit. I want to make that clear. I'm going to sparse on details here, courtesy of Matara, but she was very supportive of me throughout the whole incident. From the start, I didn't give a darn about my own image or safety, but I was terrified and depressed after I started to realize how my actions would affect Matara and her community. If you don't know, Matara has already talked on stream about how she was previously a target of harassment and hate campaign that was centered on TikTok. I was horrified that my actions had potentially rekindled another campaign against her. She's already a busy lady, and this is the last thing would want. The impression I get from her is that she just wants to stream and have fun and not be a victim of a hate campaign. Yeah, absolutely. Like, guys, come on. Like, this is the whole point of VTubing, is to entertain, is to have fun. Like, it's gross that it has to come to hate campaigns. Ew. So, from the start, I only wanted a solution that would be best for Matara. So, after talking with her, I suggested that I should quit. If she thought that was the best course of action, she agreed, and we parted way on good terms. I remain convinced that if I wanted to be employed by her, I could still have convinced her, but I did not want to push this. Let me emphasize this. I don't give a care what happens to me, but I want only the best for Matara, Mint, and their communities. This has been my driving force for all my actions here. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's a very, very correct statement. I was also rapidly aware of how much Mint and Matara yapped and went on tangents, and I realized that if I keep going, I would get burnout from the responsibility of the timestamping with deadline, in addition to having my work at my job and watch Matara streams. In addition, one of the reasons why I like timestamping her live stuff is because there are people in the Discord I can chat with while I do it. It's not so here. I wasn't aware how she would announce this, so I decided the best way to announce it on Twitter would just be include her clip. And as the clip would show, despite everything, I'm still warmly regarded by both her and her community, and the NDF will never be able to change that. So, what now? My hatred for any color as a company has not changed. They are a factory of misery. That's true. That has actually traumatized everyone who has left. That's true. With the possible exception of Kyo and Yugo, and I will never forgive them. However, as for everyone else, they're not even worthy of my hate, only my apathy. I wish nothing but the best for the NDF members who went after me, and I hope they get the help they need. Yeah, that's true. I will sit back, comfortable with the knowledge that love will always triumph over hate, as it has here. Enjoying my time watching my Oshi while they try to scrape together a fraction of my happiness with their hate, as I know they'll never be able to say that they were in a Discord group chat with their Kamoshi and the other Oshi. Finally, I'd like to thank everyone who stood with me or supported me in any way during this ordeal. I appreciate you so much, and I don't think I would be able to get through this without you all. Edit. One more thing. I don't hate Luca. Maybe I'm a bit naive, but I see him as a victim of his abusive upbringing and toxic workplace. I probably won't watch him after he graduates, but I don't hate him. So yeah, keep that in mind. They'll attack you no matter what you think. The NDF wants that document gone, and that's why I specifically asked them to read it and didn't say anything in it was true. Oh man, that's heavy. That's so heavy. Goodness. Oh no.
So much for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join me at Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!